I die tonight, tell my daddy that I tried to conquer all my demons, all the things that I survived. My destiny was written on the walls of Palestine. Through the motherland and took a trip across the pond. Please don't come around me if you cannot hold me down.
My name is Genesis B. I'm an art activist who focuses on the fine art of hip-hop and storytelling, rap, poetry, and I also paint. So my base and my foundation is in poetry. Hip-hop added another element because with poetry I was writing for myself. I was still a quiet, introverted, shy little girl. When I discovered hip-hop, I found my voice.
From my haters to believers on the real, how you feel? Talking, skipping, compromise, we just going for the kill. Survival of the fittest, graduated from a menace. From soldier to lieutenant, now I'm king without a limit. I built a battlefield out of poppy seeds and flowers. Blessings for my children and a bullet for these cowards.
So the first time I performed, I was about 14 years old, and it was this huge talent show thrown by WJZD. It's the #1 rap station on the coast in Mississippi. And it was packed. Everyone from my high school was there, everyone from my city, and I dang near got booed off stage. That was my first introduction to the stage. I went to school and a lot of the kids were like, wow, like we didn't even know that you rapped, because I was a quiet kid, like super introverted. I didn't have a lot of friends. And they was like, you should keep rapping, like you're pretty good, you know? And so I had a little encouragement. So I went home and I practiced every day until the next talent show. It was the next year, and I ended up winning the talent show, the whole rap category. Growing up in Mississippi was a very unique and complex experience for me because my mother's a white woman from Wisconsin. My father's a black man from Mississippi. They both converted to Islam before my brothers and I were born. So my father Baptist, my mother Catholic, both converted to Islam. So I grew up Muslim and, you know, biracial, and was very queer also, you know, like in the deep South. So it was an interesting upbringing. I felt suppressed in a lot of ways, not within my home. Like within my home, there was freedom of thought. There was space for me to ask questions. But when I left my home, it was like a different world that I had to navigate. Well, Mississippi is a very complex place. William Faulkner says, to understand the world, you have to understand a place like Mississippi. It started after 2016, my governor at the time, Phil Bryant, named April Confederate Heritage Month. So they're gonna be celebrating and commemorating Confederate heritage this month. Yeah, so I decided I wanted to make a bold, unapologetic statement. I went to do a show at SOB's. It was this sold-out show called Faces in the Crowd. And rather than doing my full set, I did a theatrical protest that no one was expecting. And at one point of the protest, I'm holding up my fist and the noose, like my fist is holding the noose, and I'm draped in this flag, and someone snaps a picture, posted it, and it went viral.
Speaking out on this issue wasn't an easy decision because I know the type of backlash that I would receive. I held the flag in one hand and I held a lighter in the next. The crowd started getting really excited, asking for me to burn it, but I chose not to.
So People Not Things is my traveling art exhibit that I started right after the protests in 2016, where I had a lot of vitriol coming at me, a lot of threats. I've never picked up a paintbrush in my life, but something said paint. And the first thing I painted were these barrier swipes, which have become my signature swipes. These are barriers because I couldn't see the barriers between myself and the people who were getting at me online. I didn't know what the barriers were, so I had to paint them. And then finally I realized the barriers were the isms, the sexism, the racism, the misogyny. The internet itself was a barrier. We all want to feel interconnected, but there are a lot of things that keep us divided. When I think of art activism, all art is activism to me. Art is supposed to challenge you, challenge the narratives you've been told. It is supposed to inspire you. It is supposed to make you uncomfortable in order to move you, to activate you, or bring you so much comfort and nostalgia that it reminds you of something else that activated you before.
Mississippi is a microcosm of a nation. Police exoneration and mass incarceration, black and brown bodies, a commodity. Mothers separated from babies, border policy. It's like the White House is painted in the Klan's ideology and our leadership is exploiting white poverty. Keeping us separate and divided, gay versus straight, white versus black, based off of fear and far from the facts. See, I hail from a state called the mighty Mississippi. Our state flag held the stars and bars, praising a brutal history. It flew in front of courts, in my judge's court, sending a clear message to us that our lives are not important. Cause my dad was only 5 when the Klan drive by, bust bullets into his house with 6 children inside. On the back of the truck, a Confederate flag flying high, and these are the truths that you choose to deny. See, Mississippi, like America, eats your child and mine. The white supremacist lie is a prison of your own design. You forfeited your humanity in order to deny mine. Because white supremacy is a lie. Some have accepted it. A Confederate curse they inherited. Bigotry is blinding, and your fear of the other has blocked your own blessings from your sisters and brothers. Outrage, fatigue, I'm screaming, I can't breathe. From the top, it trickles down. From the judges to police. Because the illusion of freedom is far more dangerous than any jail cell or cramped cages. Yes, Mississippi is a microcosm of my nation, where cowards replace white sheets with fake avatars, repeating their parents' folklore, tooth fairy, Santa Claus. The history's whitewashed. Google black codes and bylaws. In the comment section, sound off, Lord, they sound off. But you can call me whatever you like, because I've been through worse in this fight, and the hatred in your words just proves that I'm right. Because Mississippi is a microcosm of a country that always needed me but never wanted me. My melanin and skin is a sin sentence to build your economy. So pack the prisons, fill the quota, make us felons, block the voters. Travel bans and deportation, killer cops, no resignations. No federal indictments, just mock trials, you see. My heart bleeds as that billboard reads, "Make America white again," as my favorite rapper concedes. Making me question everything that I believe. But still, I love America. I do. Because I have hope. Some choose to jump ship and some steer the boat. See, I know that love and humanity lives in the smile of every child, in the heart of every kid. So be brave enough to break the curse. We need you at the polls, out in droves, fighting against the bigots you oppose. Study law, run for office, make a call, write your Congress. Use your voice, choose a march. Lewis is gone, grab the torch. You can read a book, can write a rap. Just speak with truth and deal with facts. Alt-right affiliation of federal administrations, Confederate infiltration, neo-Nazi showing faces. Just fueling the fear and the hatred while expanding their corporations. Do you see now how Mississippi is a microcosm of my nation?
Thanks for watching. Visit us at aibtv.com. Follow us at Watch AIBTV on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And subscribe to AIB Studios on YouTube.